Okay. First of all, before everything, I would like to thank my teachers for giving me the honor of discussing my dissertation with them, and also my family for being here with me and supporting me, as they always do. I will make my presentation short as possible, to sum up all the main points that I want to highlight in my presentation. Its title is an analytical study for analyzing military text, the case of Sadiq Naihom's short story, the Sultan's Flotilla. First of all, the first thing that pops up in your mind when you see this title is, why have you chosen such a book? My main goal, my major target, is to transfer my culture, the Libyan Arabic culture, to my target language, which is English. For English being the most common language in the world, and for the Libyan culture being less observed in English academic and cultural fields. So I chose this book, and as the name implies, it's a group of short stories. I chose one. First, to give it an analysis, and also to take the most famous story in it, for it being the most desirable one to be read. So I chose the first story, and it talks about the Sultan's Flotilla, as the name implies, and I tried to convey the whole story to the target language by using the Forignizing techniques. The writer and the author of this book is Sadiq Naihom. Sadiq Naihom is well known in the whole Arabic world, and his stories, I was surprised when I checked this book and I found out that it's not translated into English, although it's one of his most famous books. So I felt that it's my duty to be the representative of this person, and he's considered to be one of the most iconic authors in, I believe, the whole Libyan history. For this author having a special style, his way of demonstrating things and describing events and cultural habits implies big messages that reflects the culture and how sarcastic is the picture of Libyan traditions. I went with the method of Forignizing. Lawrence Vinotti brought out the two well-known methods of domestication and Forignization. In domestication, you have to convey the message beholding in mind the terms and the culture of the target language. So, if you want to translate such a story into the target language, you have to convey a lot, and you have to change a lot of what the author said. But I chose the Forignization. Why have I chosen this person Forignization method? Because, as I said earlier, the main goal is to transfer the culture. You can't transfer a culture with a domestication theory. So I went with Forignization with small exceptions. Like, I'm sure that you faced the word that I highlighted, which is hijab. He, and I mean Sadiq Naihom, used the word hijab. So if I went with Forignization and I wrote it in the same style as the Forignization implies, I will have a total failure in translation, and the message will be misunderstood. So I went with the Forignization style in most of my work, but in some specific cases, I didn't use the Forignization style, and I believe making the combination and your translation will make it more successful. In the data analysis chapter, which is chapter 4 in my dissertation, I tried to go deep inside the texts that are translated. I tried to analyze the specific terms that represent the Libyan culture. I tried to analyze too the adjectives that this person wrote. It's a translation dissertation, but at the same time, it studies a literary text. So I went out and found that he used specific adjectives that reflects his point of view, that reflects the Libyan society behavior and mentality. So I tried to analyze them, and that's for the sake of making a contribution by the research findings. And as Dr. Flotilla said to me, that no one used before, I mean in our department at least, a translation and also data analysis of the translation. If you translate only, you will go to the main goal of conveying this message. But at the same time, if you do and make a data analysis, you will contribute in having a better understanding of Libyan short story and better understanding of Sadiq Naihom's style, and of course giving something touchable to the future researchers in this field especially to put their steps on in order to understand better the Libyan culture.